upline with Scentsy. She is responsible. Sharon is responsible for me and starting my Scentsy journey. She is the one who introduced me to Scentsy and then convinced me to join. So thank you guys for joining tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So you guys already know that I'm Carrie Smith, and I am the leader of a wonderful group of Scentsy consultants that I hope to inspire and hope to let them see what amazing people that they are. I love what I do, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't. So I will tell you that. So the reason that you're here is because you're probably curious about Scentsy as a business, and we're going to discuss all about the opportunity, and you'll hear from myself and from Sharon, and then we'll explain basically what it's like to start off a Scentsy business. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask us. My goal is that you'll have an idea of whether or not this would be something you would be interested in, or if you're just content to have cameras in your house spying on you for the rest of your life, it's okay. If you make decisions in your life with your significant other, we are recording this call and you will be emailed the link so that you can share it with them and rewatch it so that if they have questions, they can ask. I'm going to drop a little thing into the chat right now, which is called our income disclosure statement. Anytime we talk about making money with our business, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, I want to make sure I say that right. One time I said the FDA, which is totally wrong, but the FTC says that we have to share with you guys the income disclosure statement. So I've popped it into the chat. If you have questions about that, please feel free to ask. It is from 2020, so the information is not quite current, but it takes them a little while to compile the data at the end of every year. And so I'm sure we'll see the next one pretty soon. Okay. So I'm going to talk about my Scentsy journey at the end of the call, but first I'm going to introduce Sharon again, and she is going to share about her Scentsy journey. So Sharon, if you'll unmute yourself and share your journey, I'm going to mute my.
Thank you so much, Carrie, for that. I appreciate it. I'm so excited that Carrie's people are able to visit with us tonight. I'm sure there are going to be some other people popping in and out. So as Carrie mentioned a few times, my name is Sharon, and I have been with Scentsy for about 13 years now. I am a dog mom to 3. I am a mom of teenagers, 2 of them, and then I have one amazing husband. We've been married for 20 years. And a fun fact about me, my family, my oldest child, who is 17, about to be 18, and Scentsy were born the exact same week. Now, I like to tease him that I'm not sure which came first, Scentsy or him, but he's figured out how birthing works, and he knows that he came first. So, but one of the things that I absolutely love about Scentsy is just like our children, it has grown and just become this amazing company of amazing people where every single year, week, month, sometimes even on the daily, we get the opportunity to learn new things, both about ourselves and about our community and about our products and the way that we can all find success in our company. So I have had an amazing run of things when it comes to Scentsy. And I hope you know, and hope you understand that I'm only here talking about Scentsy because I believe in it. And I believe in all of the opportunities that Scentsy has for each and every one of us. Because of my time with Scentsy, I've had the opportunity to do amazing things. Like one of my favorite trips ever is actually 2 separate trips to the exact same place, which is the Dominican Republic. And one of the reasons why I absolutely loved those trips is because I would not have had the opportunity, nor would I have taken the time, the energy, or the money to go on trips like that if they hadn't been given to me by Scentsy. And well, not given to me, we earn them. We earn them, right? We earn them. They're not like bingo prizes, we earn them. But if it weren't for Scentsy, I would have never have taken the time, the energy, and the money to do something like that. So I would like to say that this is an amazing place. We are open to absolutely everyone, whether or not you want an extra $50 a month in your checking account, or if you want thousands a month in your checking account. And I know that sounds crazy, and you might not believe that that's possible, but that's okay, because Carrie and I do believe it's possible, and we are here for you if you have any questions. I'm going to unmute myself again and turn the mic back over to Carrie.
Click the button. I was like clicking it and it would not click back on. I was like, what's going on? Thank you so much for sharing, Sharon. And yes, the first trip I ever earned with Scentsy was to the Dominican Republic. And like Sharon said, I would have never been like, oh, let's go on vacation to the Dominican Republic. But once I went, I was like, I want to go back. And now I want to go back again and again and again and again and again and again. So thank you so much for sharing. Sharon, if you could start the slideshow for me, please. She's working on it right now. Okay, so first off, when you first start your Scentsy business, you start by purchasing a starter kit. So we have two different types of starter kits. We have our Big Mama Jamba, which is our original starter kit. It used to be the only option in joining Scentsy, which was to purchase a $99 business kit, which came with all kinds of goodies. But we asked for a fun, easy way for consultants to join, and they actually started a host exclusive starter kit, which is a little bit smaller, but it comes at a lower price point. And the cool thing is you can use host credits on any qualifying party to apply towards that kit price. So you can get it for the low price of $0 up to $59 plus tax and shipping. And it's an easy way to get started. And when you choose that option, we like to start you off by having a launch party so that all your friends and family can order from your party. They're building your income right from the get-go. At the end, when we close your party, we purchase your kit, we move all the orders over to you, and you earn a paycheck off that very first party that we do the work on. So it's super awesome. It's my favorite way to launch new business partners because it's literally no work for you in the beginning and it gets you started off with a bang. So if you look at the kit contents, they both come with the testers, they both come with a warmer, they both come with a bar of wax, and then everything else kind of varies from there. You'll get your starter kit, your new consultant guide, your catalogs, and then from there, there's just some variations in the different products. If you want a more detailed list on what are in those kits, all you have to do is ask and I will get that to you. When you join Scentsy, you're joining a team. You're never alone. That was one of the biggest reasons I think I've stuck with Scentsy as long. I'm going to tell my story at the end, but when I joined Scentsy, I joined in a time in my life where I just didn't feel like I belonged anywhere, and I was struggling, and I went to our very first convention and it changed everything. And so I realized that I wasn't in this alone, that I was in it with all of the support of Scentsy family. We call ourselves Scentsy family. We're not like Scentsy corporate, it's Scentsy family. We even call our conventions Scentsy Family Reunion, which is super cool. So the corporate team is amazing. If you ever have an issue and need to contact them, I know Marushka, I've had to contact Scentsy several times for some issues that you had with a piece of equipment or product, and they always were like, oh yeah, we'll fix that for her. So it extends to the consultant all the way down to the customer. They're amazing people, and you just feel like the love in your business with them. So both kits also come with 3 months of your website. After that, the website's $10 a month. And then when new consultants first get started, we work on having their launch party, like I said, with the host starter kit. Our goal is always to get you to $15. Sorry, wrong number, to $500 in your first 15 days, because doing that, you earn the Shooting Star kit, the Shooting Star Award, and it offers you get a warmer, which is a stacked glass warmer. I'll show you guys at the end. I should have brought it down lower. It's a stacked glass warmer. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then you also get the opportunity to purchase the Shooting Star Enhancement Kit, which is the starter kit enhancement. It comes with all the products that aren't included in your starter kit come in that kit. And the cool thing about it is you pay for that kit, but it counts towards your sales and you earn commission back off of it, which is super crazy. Then you also, let's see, the kit is $200. I'm making sure, and it has about $350 with products. So it's super cool, super cool thing. And then another reason that you want to hit $500 in your first 15 days is it gets you halfway to your first promotion, because I'm going to show you what that looks like on the next screen. Sharon, if you'll click the slide, please. Okay, so here's the Shooting Star Enhancement Kit. You can see the warmer in the picture. And then the Sensational Start Award, which is in your first 70 days, which will take you past your first promotion and hopefully into building your business into where you're going to make the good money. So there's 3 different levels in the Sensational Start Award. The first level is when you hit $1,500 in sales or $500 and 1 active new team member underneath of you. And you'll earn a product credit from Scentsy, a certificate of achievement, and either a pin or a charm for your bracelet. We're open. We have both. You can either do charms for your charm bracelet that they'll send you, or you can get pins that you put on your lanyards. So super awesome. And your Sensational Start Award lasts your first 70 days. So the second level is if you sell $3,000 or 1,500 and 1 active frontline. And then again, you get product credit. It goes up from $50 in level 1 up to $125. And then you get the 2 lapel pins or 2 charms for your bracelet and the certificates, and you get that exclusive warmer. So there's a different exclusive warmer. I need to really like catch my tongue. So anyways, and then I feel like I've just jumbled everything into one. Sharon, correct me if I'm incorrect on this, because I feel like I just did.
No, I think you did fantastic. And it's beautiful because it's written out and we can just read it too if we need to. So you did amazing.
I was like, I'm getting it all like in my brain. And then there's a third level of Sensational Start where if you sell $6,000, and I've had people do this, so it's totally and completely achievable, or $3,000 and have 2 active frontline, you'll get $225 in product credit. You get the lapel pins for level 1, 2, and 3. You get the certificate of achievements. You get the warmer. You get a trophy, which is super cool because I don't even have that trophy. And then you get recognized at our annual convention, which is called Scentsy Family Reunion, and they post your name in the news tab. You become like Scentsy famous. True story. It's super awesome. So let's see. When you get that product credit, you can use that product credit to purchase anything that you want from the Scentsy, from our consultant store, or any retail product that you are wanting to order. So let's say that you want to redecorate your house and get a new warmer for every room. You can use that product credit towards that. And then here's the kicker. This is what I love the best about product credit. You get paid. It counts towards your sales when you use the product credit, and you get paid back on it. So it's like a win-win situation on that one. So now we're going to talk about how you actually make money, because I've showed you all these super cool awards, which you might be like, what? I need these awards. But I'm going to show you how you can make money. So as Sharon said, you can make, $0 if you don't work the business. Some people work it to make $50 because $50 extra means that they can go out to dinner once a month with their husband or their wife or their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their kids. Some people work for thousands of dollars a month because they use it to pay bills. Those of you who know me know that I bought a car at the end of last year, and I pay for that car payment every month with my Scentsy commission. And that's all I'm going to say about that. No. So this is our compensation plan. When you first join, you will start off as an essential consultant, and you'll make 20% of every dollar that you sell, or I shouldn't say of every dollar, of every PRV, which is personal retail volume. Almost every single product in our catalog is dollar for dollar PRV versus sales price, except for products that are licensed or specialty products. So those have a little bit of a slight difference in PRV, but you earn 20% off of every dollar of PRV that you earn every month. When you hit certified, which is that $1,000 in sales, it doesn't matter if it takes you, 2 months to do that. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 days to do that. It doesn't matter. Well, I guess it would never take you 2 years to do it. But once you hit that certified level, you get a permanent pay raise from 20% to 25% commission. You never go back down. It is permanent. It is complete. That is what you get paid off of every PRV dollar that you sell. And then from there, when you start building a team, you will still make the 25% in commission, but you will start bonusing off of your team's wholesale volume. So it gets a little bit more complex. And so I don't want to overwhelm anybody and be like, oh, if you sponsor 37 people today, then this is how your income generates. So we are social selling, and we are paid based on our sales. So we don't have storefronts. We don't have large ad campaigns, no commercials on TV or radio. We do have a super cool partnership with Disney though, which is going to really enhance our businesses. So our sales all come from word of mouth, talking on social media, customer referrals. I think Marushka, you were a referral. Stacy, your family. So I met you through Justin, which I guess is kind of like a referral. But social media, customer referrals, super things like fundraisers. I've met people at vendor events, et cetera, et cetera. Like the way I meet people, it goes on and on and on. You can earn sales by hosting in-home parties, which we did a whole lot more of before COVID. We do virtual parties. Dawn, I just finished a virtual party with you. I love virtual parties because it allows me to party with people that don't live down the road. So I love them. You can do fundraisers, you can do vendor events. You can just be your own best customer. Like, what better way is there to, earn money than to earn money back on your sales? So if you think to yourself, I don't know a lot of people, I don't have a large circle, I don't have a huge social media following, I will never be successful. I will tell you right now, if you love Scentsy and you're just willing to talk about Scentsy, you will be amazed at how far. I didn't join Scentsy with the idea of ever selling it. Sharon will be the first to tell you, I was like, I'm not selling it. I'm just joining because I'm moving away from you and I just want to earn money, or not earn money. I want to earn money back off my product when I buy it. That was my only reason for joining Scentsy. And here we are 12 years later. So I know everything that we've shown you guys has been kind of crazy and a little bit overwhelming. So I know you probably have some questions. Don't panic. You can always ask me for more, more information. I will answer all your questions. So the big difference in owning your own business like ours and a traditional job is that we're paid by percentage and not a flat dollar amount. So I explained all of that. If you want to pay it forward and help other people start, their own businesses, you will earn a little bit more. And now I'm going to talk to you guys about my Scentsy story. So when I first joined Scentsy a little over 12 years ago, like I said, I was just looking to be able to purchase the products that I loved, because I was a candle addict rehab. That's what we'll call it. We used to burn candles in every single room. I am the mom, you guys all know, of two they were teenagers. They weren't teenagers then. All right, so 2 boys, and we always have had multiple dogs. So our house never smelled like anything other than stinky dogs and stinky boys. And so I always burned candles. Like, I had candles everywhere. I had candles for candles. I'm not even kidding. And one day we were walking around, we had just bought our first house, and we noticed that there were these rings on the ceiling in some of the rooms. And I was like, what are those rings? And my husband said, I think it's soot from the candles. And I was like, no. And come to find out, we moved all the candles from where they had been sitting to like somewhere else in that room. And then noticed we had soot rings on the ceiling on the other side. And I was like, wow, that is crazy. And so I was like, we have to find something else. Well, ding dong, here comes Sharon with Scentsy, and she and her husband and my husband worked together in the Army. And she was like, I'm having this wickless candle party. I think that's pretty much how she said it. If you want to come, you can come. And the guys were deployed, and I was like, sure, I'll go. I don't know what this how's a candle wickless? Like, it makes no sense to me. So I went, and to support Sharon, I bought a warmer and a bar of wax, and I was like, surely this is not going to be the same as having a candle. And then it came in and I tried it, and I was like, oh, I need one of these for every room in my house now. And it slowly started an obsession. And then I was moving away. My husband had orders to move, and I was like, I'm never going to be able to find anybody to sell Scentsy where we're going. And she was like, you should just join. I was like, no. And I went home and told Steve, who never supported me in direct sales when I had attempted it in the past. And he was like, yeah, you should do that. And I was like, what? Are you guys conspiring against me? I don't understand it. So then finally we went to a party for a mutual friend, and Sharon was like, if you join, I'll give you this party. And I was like, fine, I'll join. And so I joined. She gave me that party as my launch party. And it was probably the most, I want to say, the thing I resisted the most turned out to be the biggest blessing in my life, because not only has Scentsy allowed me to stay home financially with my kids, I never had to go back outside. I take that back. One time I did get a job outside of the home after I joined Scentsy, and it actually turned out to be the year that I made director. So I didn't stay working outside the home for very long at all. But with Cincy, I was able to stay home with the boys all the way through until they graduated from school and moved out and joined the military themselves. I have not had to seek outside employment. I've been able to, add money back into our house, and I feel like I'm supporting my own candle habit, and I'm going to try not to cry. But I have been able to travel the world, and I've met the most amazing people in this journey that I would have never met, like hands down, would have never met some of the most amazing people in my life because I've met them through Cincy, whether they were my customers, whether they were team members, whether they're other consultants, whether they're people from the corporate office. Like I have no words for the amazing people that have been brought into my life because of Cincy. And for that, I'm never going anywhere. I'm just going to say that. I have written out it's not a will, but basically if I don't live past you, these are what you are supposed to do. And I basically have told him how to handle my Cincy business when I'm gone. And he was like, you're going to stay until you die. And I was like, yes, I am. So they're going to have to either kick me out or I'm going to die as a Cincy consultant. And you can put that on my gravestone. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions. If anybody has any questions, you can use the chat, or if you are brave and want to unmute yourself, you can unmute yourself and ask any questions.
I'll ask you a question. How often do you get paid?
That is a great question. Thank you, Dawn. So we get paid once a month we're supposed to get paid on the 10th of the month, but because we're open now in Australia and New Zealand and they're a day ahead, we get paid on the 9th of the month. They actually pay us through what we call a hyper wallet. They give you a debit card and it's super cute. It has Cincy bars on it. It's super pretty. And then you can either move the money into that card and use it immediately, or you can transfer it to your bank account. And it takes about 2 to 3 days, depending on your bank and the day of the week that you transfer. You transfer on a Friday, you won't see it till Tuesday. But if you transfer it on Monday, it's usually there Tuesday or Wednesday morning. So that's a great question. Thank you for asking. Anybody else? I'm sure Justin has a question. You can make him use chat. Don't let him talk. For those of you who are joining late, weren't here in the beginning, Stacy is my sister-in-law and my brother is in the corner.
You should hear the stuff he has been asking.
I'm sure. That's what I'm saying. You have to use chat.
He said, so he is now saying it's conspiracy and that Sharon has cameras too. And that's how Steve agreed to it.
It could be. You never know.
Like she's giving me
I asked her, I said, okay, so in the starter kit, how many cameras come in the starter kit?
You get 4. They're
okay.
invisible, though.
Okay.
They're tiny. They're like
Okay.
super invisible. Okay.
Get
Come get him.
You have to keep him. You married him. You got to keep him now. Does anybody else have any questions about anything? Dun, dun, dun. It's always
I'll
awkward
ask you
while we
another
wait for
question.
questions. So yes, thank you, Dawn.
So do you have like a monthly minimum or a quarterly minimum that you have to meet for sales or to be active still?
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite question. I always wait for someone to ask that. So we don't have a monthly sales minimum. What we have is a annual sales minimum. But it's weird how it's worded. So you have to have one active month. And so an active month is 200 PRV, which is one party every 12 months. So if you joined in February, had a $200 month, and you were active, you would not have to go active again until the following February. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So it's a rolling one. So if you go active in February and then go active again in June, then you have until the following June. So it used to be every quarter. So it was a quarterly sales minimum before COVID, but with COVID, they've given us a lot more, I don't want to call it lax because that's not it, but they've given us a lot more freedom on that just because things happen so much different now with COVID. So they wanted to be able to, not say, oh, you have to go active every, 4 months or 3 months. So it's been a great blessing. Anybody else? And so with the minimum being, one party a year, basically, I have consultants that have joined under me, and I'm pretty sure Sharon has a couple too, that basically join, they do their one party, and then every 6 months do one more party, just getting things that they use personally, and then that way they're getting paid off their personal purchases. So I have, I think 3 girls right now that's what they do, and they order anywhere between the 6 and 9 month mark, so they really never wait the full year, but they purchase like all the wax and the cleaners and all the things that they're going to use throughout the year, pretty much like as a bulk order, and then they just earn their commission back off of it. So, on a $200 party, you're earning between $40 and $50 back on your order, which is super cool. So it works good for you Scentsy addicts.
So every time I spend money that I've been doing lately, then basically I'm giving it back to myself, correct?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Because
I like to think of it.
Especially because, go ahead, Cher.
I like to think of it as cashback system. If you decide to join and decide to get a starter kit just to kind of get paid back on your own purchases, I think because we're so used to hearing cashback, like credit card companies do cashback at the grocery store or whatever. I like to think of it that way. So when I have consultants like Carrie's describing, for them it's less, oh, I have a commission, oh, I'm building a team, oh, I'm looking to see if I can sell 1,000 this month so I can get a $250 paycheck. Instead it's like, okay, well, I'm getting a whiff box every month and it gives me $7 cash back.
It's like a rebate, yeah, or ebate, or a cashback reward.
well, and part of our purchases is because I have 2 teenage girls that also love their Aunt Carrie stuff.
See, but they could love their mama stuff. And then,
Good point.
we have Boat Boy. So my nephew is in the Marines and he's deployed out on a boat right now. She has a boat boy, I have a boat boy, and boat boys need Scentsy too because boats stink, right, Justin?
Yeah, he FaceTimed us from Hawaii yesterday or day before.
I feel so sad for him. So sad.
I was so, I ain't gonna lie, I called him a brat, but yes, trust me. Even the stuff in the closet, I'm like, God, that smells. That stuff he left here.
Oh yeah, put it in a Rubbermaid tote.
Yes.
With a Scentsy scent pack. You'll thank me later.
Okay, good point.
Yep. Okay, does anybody have any other questions, any additional questions about anything? Because if not, we can stop the recording.